Deep in the heart of Texas, San Antonio, the scene for the Wizards. The young standout Cooper Flagg, a guy everyone is watching with high expectations as they look towards the game against the Spurs. Wizards, Spurs. We'll be right back for the tip. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doak. Now Washington starting 5. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Roy in a 2-guard. And for the Spurs, they've got Emmanuel Quickley, Banchero out there with Sadiq Bey. Then it's Ball. Well, on the court tonight, Grant, a lot of talent, but also some inexperience.
Well, B.A., these teams are young. Yes, they are. But here's a chance for them both to get a little more seasoning and continue to develop their respective games. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Quickly, left side. SGA with a steal. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, you love to see that vision from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Spread the love, young sir.
Banchero outside. Pass to Bey. About a minute played here so far in the first. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And there's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Here's San Antonio now. 7-point differential. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Roy's got 6.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, B.A., and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The 3 from Quickly. Rebound Washington. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
It was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Roy. This one for 3. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Spurs trail by 7. Banchero passes to Ball. Up top, Banchero. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hey, good.
All about confidence in these moments. They able to attack immediately.
Wizards leading by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Spurs making a switch here. Terry's checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Smith's checked in. Here's Bey. He's got 5. Pass to Ball. Now Banchero. From the arc. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. For 3, Smith. And again, Washington with a triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And here's Banchero. Pass to Terry. Let's go with a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The 3, Smith. Counted from distance. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Banchero outside. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Second, the Spurs. The Wizards, third.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are 2 squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Washington leading by 11. SGA with it. He's scoreless. For 3, Smith knocks down the long J.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Buzelis. They set a pick. Takes a 3. Smith with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Ranger passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hibbert. And it's Washington with another.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's Terry. SGA covering. Pass to Bay. Here's Buzelis. They need this. The shot off that time. The first quarter concludes. And the double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Washington up by 16. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Smith, and it's Hibbert in at the 5.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Pass to Stoudemire. No one near him. It's rebounded by Washington. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year, will grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Smith passes to SGA. Here's Milicic. Can't cash it in from close range.
Just tremendous defensive determination right there. Refuses to allow the easy 2.
Here's McCain. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Hibbert. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge. Pass to McCain. San Antonio moving the ball around. The three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Washington leading by 18. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Brian.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Quickly outside. It's McCain on the wing. He buries it from three. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Smith with the rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside, Doris.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
That's good from SGA.
Boy, the more you watch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander play, the more he shows you the aspects of his game just getting better and better and better.
SGA hits them both. And Ball will bring it up here for San Antonio. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Bay finds Ball. Bay outside for 3. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The Wizards with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Stoudemire, the pass to Ball. Here's Stoudemire. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. Oh, Ball, so dangerous from the perimeter.
Boy, early in his career, LaMelo Ball has let you know I am dangerous from deep. The 3-ball is good.
Smith outside. Back to SGA. Out to the right wing. Over quickly. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here. Really giving his team a lift.
Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Neesmith comes in for Bay. Armstrong, he's checked in for Washington.
How about another big cheer for us?
Here's Granger. Yet to see a basket. Up top, Smith. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Roy. Now here's Smith. The three ball. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. Ball taking his time here. Shot from the top of the key. Again, the Spurs score.
I think one of the things that makes LaMelo Ball so dangerous is his confidence. The jumper is pure.
Pass to Smith. A minute 37 left in the second quarter. Washington again can't hit. Spurs trail by 12. Now Aldridge. There's Ball with a three. Hits a three-pointer. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game, he says, I can get off the ball as well.
Pass to Smith from downtown. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
And here's quickly. Back to Ball. 4-3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Wizards leading by 9. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And the Spurs with some changes. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bay in for Neesmith. Here's Smith. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Smith's got 19 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Floats one. Count it. Good. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's Washington up by 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
When I look at the Wizards, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, there's some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Wizards.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the bright beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Are you a better rapper or you a better DJ as you are today?
No, that's me, Kenny. DJ EJ. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Ball will bring it up here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 11. We've got Banchero. LaMelo Ball is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Sadiq Bey. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Number 50, shooting two.
That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. Here's Roy. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Roy. Washington moving the ball around. To the middle. They swipe it. Ball left side. And that one's on target from the wing. 16 points for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, this is just a big-time offensive performance from a young LaMelo Ball. He's already put the league on notice.
Here's Roy. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 8. The three from Ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Roy. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Roy's got 15 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's a timeout for Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Let's see what you got.
Now a quick peek at the point guards who, over the last month, are not just making plays for others, they're putting up points themselves. LaMelo Ball is second.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one-guard spot is what really sets them apart. I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Pass to Roy. The 3. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got his 9th assist of the game now.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Roy. There's the 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
He got loose from downtown in the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And Caro outside. Kicks it to Quickly. Launches it. Rebound Washington. They led the game at one point by 20.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Roy from deep. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Quickly. Bay outside. Now Ball. Back to Bay. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. Bay's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And what an assertive shot by Bay. Putting down the answer.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey team, well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Hey guys?
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Pass to quickly. Here's Roy, guarded by Quickly. Here's West. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. West has got his first points of the night.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Quickly passes to Ball. Quickly with a screen on SGA. Ball right side. Day outside. Lets the three fly. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Here's Roy. Sinks the tray. Roy's got 15 points here in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Terry's checked in for Quickly. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Smith's checked in. Now Ball. He's got 19. Pass to Terry. Back to Banchero. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Washington. They led the game at one point by 20. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. Smith outside. Ball against SGA. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
Back to Banchero. Ball outside. Banchero outside. 51 seconds left in the third. The shot by Terry, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith outside. Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Here's Terry. Pass to Banchero to stop the drought. And so it's the Washington Wizards with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for the Wizards, we've got Smith, and it's West in at the power forward position. Over to the left wing. Francis can't get it to go. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. To the paint. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. To the left side wing. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Smith, and there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. McCain comes in for Terry. Aldridge, right side. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to McCain. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Buzelis buries it from three.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Pass to West. Here's Hibbert. Smith outside. Here's West. He's covered by Aldridge. Here's West, fires it. The putback. Aldridge pulls down the board. Outside McCain. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Washington with a rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to West. Now here's Smith. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Driving inside. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 13. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Right wing. Back to Quickly. Aldridge outside. Pass to McCain. And they pick up 2.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. report from Allie.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thank you for that. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Smith. Rebound by Stoudemire. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
May passes to Stoudemire. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Ball passes to Bay. Back to Ball. Fires from deep. Getting it right back. Melo answers with a three of his own.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple and I raise you one of my own.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Ball can't get the three. Wizards leading by 14. SGA with it.
Get there.
Smith outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Roy. Now Smith fires the three. The free ball is down.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Wizards making a switch here. From downtown, and again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Ball fires. It's good from beyond the arc.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Wizards leading by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this
good. Another from three.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Wizards.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And they pick up their fourth win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. Quickly finds Ball. Money from three!
Boy, you love that play by Quickly. This guy can score or make plays for teammates.
SGA deciding where to go with it. taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.
Oh, say does that star...
I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's J.J. Redick. Outside Kirilenko lets the three fly. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rose against Rondo. Doncic kicks to Rondo. Back to Doncic. Outside Rondo. Here's Cruz, and he dunks it down.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Rondo. Lopez, a screen on Rose. Pass to Doncic. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Rice. Back to Rondo. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic passes to Cruz. 5 to shoot. Lopez, a screen on Rose. Here's Rondo. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Outside Kirilenko, the tray, and the Trailblazers, another three.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Pass to Doncic. There's a screen. Here's Cruz. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Stan, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Mavericks have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Cruz, he's defended by Nowitzki. They get the rebound, and it's blocked by Kirilenko. Pass to Rose. Redick from deep three-point land. A miss that time would have put him up.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Rondo against Rose. Right side, Rondo. Top of the key. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
The kick out to Rose. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Nowitzki. Offensive rebound. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That free throw, no good. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Mavericks shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. High post Lopez. And it's Portland with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dallas making a switch here. Reds checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Baines checked in for Andre Kirilenko. Pass to Doncic. Back to Rondo. Now Doncic. Here's Cruz. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Rose passes to Baines. Back to Rose. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. Fifth best, Dirk Nowitzki.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks trail. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Portland. Nowitzki outside. Releases. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
1:10 left to play in the first. Pass to Red. Brand, a screen on Bain. It's tipped. Here's Brunson. Rice kicks to Red. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Gallinari outside. Here's Here's Kirilenko. Portland no good that time either. Mavericks leading by 5. Rice passes to Red. And Kirilenko sends it back. When it's out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bain against Red. Out to Brand. Takes a three. Another three for Dallas.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Gooden is out there with Gallinari. It's Andre Kirilenko. Then there's Calderon. And it's Bain in at the 2. Kirilenko kicks to Gallinari. Kirilenko the pass to Gallinari. Three-pointer. And it's Rice with the rebound. Dallas leading by 5. Driving to the basket. Patterson banked in off the glass. Patterson's got his first points of the night.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Bain looking around. Calderon sets a screen for Bain. Good on the triple. Bain's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, Bain is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Brunson the pass to Red. Misses the 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Ajinça dishes to Redick. Pass to Nowitzki. Redick setting the pick for Nowitzki. Clock at 6. Over in the corner. Kirilenko. Now Gallinari. Nowitzki for 3. Jerk with the 3. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of them.
Bain sets the screen for Kirilenko. Gallinari outside. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Doncic. outside Rondo. Doncic passes to Lopez. Lopez a screen. Inside and stolen by Redick. To the middle. Here's Gallinari. No good with the layup.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Rondo passes to Cruz. The layup off target. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Mavericks, number 1.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Rondo passes to Lopez. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Portland. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Gallinari kicks to Rose. Gallinari with the screen for Rose. Back to Redick. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Rice passes to Doncic. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. To the left wing. Rondo scanning the floor. Rose with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Kevin?
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Back to Rose. Pass to Shea. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Now here's Rondo. 8 points for him. .110 left in the first half of the game. Red against Kirilenko. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Lopez, no luck. Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Back to Gallinari. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Gallinari's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
By himself. Now hits to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
To the paint. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Cruz.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers out in front, up 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hey everybody, it's Portland Trailblazer basketball.
They're hitting their threes, but no guarantee that that continues. If I'm them, I'm coming out the second half.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Taking a look at Portland, they've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. But something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching. We're going to have to make some changes in the offseason.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Portland's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. They've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Doncic, and it's Rice in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Rose outside, drains it from beyond the arc. Rose has got the first basket of the third quarter for Portland. Mavericks trail by 4. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Pass to Doncic. Outside Rondo, and the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Rice. Dallas moving it around. The 3. That one doesn't drop. Portland leading by 4. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Rose with the ball. He's got 6. And a deep 3 from Redick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Rice, guarded by Karolinko. Doncic outside. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Redick kicks to Rose. Back to Redick. Right wing takes the 3. Rose can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. 5th best, Dirk Nowitzki.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's just shown us exactly that.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Dallas.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Karolinko dishes to Rose. Back to Karolinko. Got 3 off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Rondo against Rose. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Nowitzki. Outside for Redick. Outside Rose. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks trail by 3. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Cruz, covered by Redick. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Mavericks shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Gallinari, he's checked in for Portland.
At the line for Dallas, Cruz.
And it's tied up with that one. Portland's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lopez passes to Rondo. Got a piece of it. Now Rose. 6 points for him. Kirilenko up top. Nowitzki for 3. John Rondo with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He gets it in there. The Trailblazers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Bounce pass from Rose. Gallinari wide open. The Mavericks pull it in. Rice has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lopez passes to Cruz. Doncic outside. Lopez, a screen on Kirilenko. And a wide open look for Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Kirilenko. Back to Rose. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Rose has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Drew Gooden has checked in for Portland. Bain comes in for Nowitzki. Brand outside. Pass to Brunson. Offline with his 3. And for Portland, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. To the middle. Kirilenko the pass to Gooden. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Gatling. Dallas moving it around. And against Bain to the inside. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Kirilenko. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Brunson surveying the D. Pass to Patterson. Here's Gatling. Gooden defending. And they get it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, they've got Gooden. Desmond Bain out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4. Nowitzki outside. They set the screen. 13 feet away. Not going to go that time.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Red. That one doesn't go. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game. And Gallinari kicks to Bain. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Back to Brunson. Brunson at point-blank range.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And Gallinari kicks to Bain. From deep. And there's Gallinari on the assist from Reddick. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Red's shot is right there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gallinari, the bounce pass. Shot by Gooden is no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Brunson carving out space inside.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. And Gallinari kicks to Kirilenko. Rose passes to Kirilenko. Reddick for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lopez with the steal. Outside Rondo. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Inside, here's Cruz, and it's blocked. Over in the corner, Kirilenko. Outside for Reddick. Rose passes to Kirilenko. Back to Rose. Pass to Gallinari. Portland moving the ball around. They could use a bucket. Another chance here. Yep, that goes down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Knocks down the 3.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Gallinari. And here's Reddick. No one near him. And he trains the J.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Cruz defended by Nowitzki. From 7. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Ball stolen. And there's the drive. It's blocked. Outside Rose. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside Rondo. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Nowitzki outside. Here's the three. A three-pointer. Good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Outside Rondo. Oh, what a play inside.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Outside Kirilenko. Now Nowitzki. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Rose.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys. Now
a timeout called by Portland. 1 second left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges. But
all right, thank you, Nicole.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
when it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, we've got Mitchell Robinson, and it's Payton in at the point guard position. To the inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
When Payton is running the pick and roll, he's really skilled at how he finds his guys. I mean, he's definitely earned their trust.
He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And we're about a minute into the first. Count it.
Wade looking very relaxed and comfortable firing off the catch right there.
Exum with it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. And Minnesota with possession here, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Outside Payton. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. After going undrafted in 2016, Derrick Jones Jr. carved out an important role for himself, Clark.
Yeah, he really did, and it was all about refinement. Early on, BA, he was seen almost exclusively as just a dunker, but now he's a valuable 3-and-D guy. Credit to him for refining that part of his game, improving as a three-point shooter, and continuing to impact the game at the defensive end.
There's a screen. Pass to Wade. Here's Peterson. Outside Payton. Outside Robinson. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Fires for three. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Raptors lead by 4. Pass to Exum. Outside Bagley. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors. Now here's Payton. Here's Wade. Another miss by Minnesota. Now Exum. Back to Podziemski. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall. He's got 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Wade. Back to Payton. Here's Wade. And he lobs it up. It's picked off. And here's Exum. Bagley sets a screen. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Wade. Nails it from 3. Wade's got 5 now.
Hey, out at the arc, Wade is a pretty selective shooter, so when he goes up, you know he's feeling it.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Toronto. Edwards comes in for Exum, and it's Chris Paul in for Podziemski. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gordon, he's checked in for Peterson. Outside Bagley. Pass to Paul. Six to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Give him 8 points now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Pass to Wade. Back to Payton. Here's Wade. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Raptors.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Toronto making a switch here. Green is checked in. Payton finds Robinson, and the layup falls.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Robinson, a screen on Paul. Payton passes to Gordon. They set the pick. Back to Payton. Pass to Gordon. Launches a three. Rebound Toronto. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon on the wing. Payton against Paul. Inside. Shot from the wing. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors out in front, up. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Chris Paul out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Edwards, and it's Martin in at the power forward position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Gordon. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Toronto, third. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
Both of these teams took the second chance opportunities they got last year.
Green's checked in for Toronto. Pajemski comes in for Edwards. Raptors lead by 12. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Exum. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes. Tell you what, I can't think of a more menacing lob threat than Robinson. He's big, he's got nice bounce, and he's physical. An ideal finisher on that play.
Green with a screen on Payton. Paul for 3. Pure from three-point range. Paul's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Payton. Out to Gordon. From outside the arc. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Raptors lead by 13. Exum outside. Payton against Paul. Pass to Pajemski. Outside, Green. Now Exum. Now here's Pajemski. Toronto passing it around. Here's a 3 from Paul. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Gordon, the pass to Payton. Outside Robinson. Here's Peterson. And the three-pointer goes. Peterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, when that ball finds Robinson, he's looking to finish. But he was right to give it away there.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Bagley. Pass to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3. Paul's got 6 here in the quarter.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Raptors lead by 13. Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, BA, part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
Now here's Paul. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Exum passes to Paul, just 5 on the clock. And here's Bagley. Launches a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He's guarded by Exum. Pass to Peterson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back over to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. He's checked in for Peterson. Here's Wade. He's guarded by Martin.
He's ready that time for the hop step all the way. Gets position, holds his ground, and able to draw the charge.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Toronto. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Brown's checked in. Raptors lead by 14. And here's Paul. 6 points for him. Martin misses. Payton against Paul. Pass to Wade. Back to Payton. Now Robinson. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Gordon, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Minnesota substitution. Number 00, Aaron Gordon.
Long range from the inbound. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Robinson for 3, and it's Bagley with a rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Paul, tightly guarded. Toronto passing it around. The 3-ball. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
They double him with Bagley. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Robinson passes to Payton. Pass to Gordon. 3-pointer. And it's Martin with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Paul. Back to Pajemski. From downtown. Gordon pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 17. Pass to Wade. the paint. With one on the clock. And it's good on the lay-in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Toronto out in front, up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
I think for the Timberwolves, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Toronto Raptors.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now.
Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Toronto leading by 15. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Elfrid Payton, and it's Robinson in at the four-man spot. All alone, jump shot is good. He's got 16.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Guarded by Klingon. Klingon with a defensive effort.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Back to Pajemski.
Don't let him shoot that.
Outside Bagley. Uncovered. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Outside Payton. Screen by Robinson. Pass to Wade. Here's Peterson. Outside Robinson. Outside Payton. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Wade. And they couldn't get off a shot in time. That's a shot clock violation. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Well, you look at Payton, cracking the top 5 in the NBA with his passing ability.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Raptors lead by 19. Now Pajemski. No made baskets yet. Bagley for 3. Fires in the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
First an assist, and they did a lot of damage from range. Third and three-point shooting efficiency. It was central to their scheme.
And putting up the most points in the league. They were the offense that no one wanted to face. Now here's Pajemski. Here's the 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
I just love the ball movement.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And Klingon over to help. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Toronto has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Outside Pajemski. Klingon inside. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball called on the play.
Exum outside. Toronto passing it around. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Peterson. He's got 5. Pass to Payton. Defended by Pajemski. Here's Wade. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Peterson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Peterson's got 8 points.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Out to the right wing. There's the 3. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Wade. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Yeah, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
Toronto making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Off the inbound. Wade misses.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best spotting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Pass to Paul. Back to Exum. Outside Bagley. Now here's Paul. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Paul's got 9 points.
You know, as he's gotten older, the outside jumper has become a bigger part of Paul's game, as it needs to.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Toronto on D. Outside Payton. The dive for the ball. Oh, swiped away. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Paul. And there's the rejection. Outside Augustine. Fires the 3. Outside Payton. Pass to Bargnani. Shot clock at 6. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. The Raptors shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Payton against Paul. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And one. Here we go, attack. Here we go. No! With the foul. Yep. Give him that.
CP? Who got CP?
And one.
Close. Green. Close again.
Up next for the RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Cason Wallace. Also, Gary Trent out there. Bryant is out there with Malowacz. Outside Bryant. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Edwards passes to Young. Edwards with the screen for Young. Back to Edwards. Pass to Young. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Heyman. Off with the layup. We're about 1 minute into the first. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Pass to Young. The Nuggets with another miss. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now, Bryant, after the missed three from Trae Young. Defended by Kaman. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from free throw range, and that's collected by Love.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Bounce pass Young. Defended by Bryant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Rebound by the Nuggets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Young passes to Love. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
There's not a lot that he can do, but stretch the floor is one of the things that Kevin Love is a specialist at.
Wallace outside. Trent outside. Back to Wallace. And stolen by Love. Here's Kaman, and it's blocked. Trent up top. He's guarded by Love. Malowacz, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year. But overall, two teams that were very similar in the standing.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Calgary making a change here. Lewis is checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Hardaway's checked in for Bryant. Hardaway passes to Trent. To halt the run, drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Young, a screen on Wallace. There's the 3. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Cleveland, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't sap their energy for this game.
Young pass to Love. Wallace covering. Pass to Young. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And stolen by Wallace. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. And here is Hardaway. And they call an illegal screen here. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Timeout, timeout.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Cleveland. And now the first timeout called here for Calgary. So both teams changing it up here. 1:31 left in the first. Felton dishes to Love. Lewis kicks to Felton. Rebound by Wallace. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the paint, here's Mirazon. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Love. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Cleveland. There's the lob to Jackson. The shot missing. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Wang. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Hardaway. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
High post shot, and the shot goes in. 10 points for him.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Cleveland.
On the wing, Jackson. From deep, Trent. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tie game here in Calgary. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from Calgary in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Jackson. Gary Trent is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Mirazon in at the center position.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Pass to Hendricks. Holiday. Front past the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Trent outside. Hardaway against Holiday. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the inside. Here's Wang. And the layup's good off the glass. Wang's got his first points of the game.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender for that.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Edwards, he's checked in for Calgary. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Lions checked in. They get a hand on it. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Hardaway. Rebound by the Nuggets.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Jackson passes to Hardaway. Outside Bryant. Holiday against Hardaway. And yes, it's good. Hardaway's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Edwards. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the 3 off target. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bounce pass from Trent. Back to Jackson. Stolen away. Here's Hendricks. And he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And here's the fast break from about 16. And again, it's Calgary. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals and disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hendricks has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Cavaliers making a switch here. Pass to Wallace. Haslam, a screen on Edwards. Wallace dishes to Hardaway. And here's Haslam. Back to Hardaway. Count that bucket. Hardaway has got 6.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Here's Haslam, and the jam by Udonis Haslam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Guys?
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Young. Edwards looking it over. Here's Hendricks. Now, here is Young. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Bryant, the bounce pass. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lewis against Bryant. Pass to Love. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Pulls up on the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 4. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets. How do you create some easy ones in your own right?
Well, first, let's get out and transition ourselves. I think we're walking the ball up, and I think their defense is set. We can't create anything when their defense is set.
All right, got to get them moving. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space.
And now, time. And that about wraps it up.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Trae Young is out there with Edwards. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then there's Kevin Love. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Gary Trent. Also Wallace out there. Malawaj out there with Bryant.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Number 26, shooting 1.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 5. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Chris came in out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Edwards. And it's Young. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
And for the Cavaliers, Gary Trent is out there with Wallace. And there's Bryant. Then it's Malawaj. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
Trent finds Wallace. Here's Bryant. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half, and they take the lead. 20 points for him.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Young pass to Love. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now Wallace. No scoring in this one. He's feeling it. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Wallace against Young, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. 5th on the list, Chris Kaman.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Bryant looking it over. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Love outside. Will it go? He squares up and sinks it. Wallace with the ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Calgary trails by 4. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. A second chance effort, and it's finished off by Kaman as he lays it in. Kaman's got his first basket of the night.
And terrific work from Kaman, using his height to inflict damage on the glass.
A fadeaway, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's Young on the wing. Wallace covering. Love with the screen on Bryant. Fires at the elbow. And again, it's Calgary.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Bounce pass Wallace. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Edwards passes to Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
And Kevin Love is just showing his competitive fire. He wants to prove that he can knock down the 3 as well as anyone.
Outside Bryant. Wide open look. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 33 points for him.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Young pass to Love. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so here's Cleveland. Pass to Murazan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Petrovic is checked in for the Cavaliers. 1:30 left in the third quarter. To the right side. Back to Young. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Jackson.
First personal foul, second team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Young for 3, buries it from three-point range.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Pass to Petrovic. 41 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Jackson. They set the pick. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. To the middle. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Just lost his head out there. I think if you're pushing a little too hard.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And here's Trent outside. That shot, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kevin Love out there with Wang. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Lewis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Wallace, the pass to Petrovic. Wallace inside, guarded by Holiday. Wallace misses. Calgary trails by 4 to the inside. Here's Love, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Back to Wallace. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Sensabaugh. Lewis covering. Here's the screen. Here's Wallace. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Wang can't get it to go. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The lead is 2. To the paint. And Lewis comes to help. Bryant gets a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Holiday against Wallace. Love looking around. And it's denied. Bryant with it. Rashard Lewis covering. Pass to Murazan. Wallace outside. Here's Petrovic from the arc. The rebound by Holiday.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Edwards. It's deflected. Here's Petrovic. Edwards defending. Pass to Sensabaugh. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the 76ers in Philadelphia. Then on Friday.
And for that game against Chicago, that's number 9 on the season for them. They should start feeling good about themselves at that point.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Young. Timeout called. Nuggets. Trent's checked in for Petrovic. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Calgary was getting across in the huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. That one falls.
You could argue that Kevin Love is the finest passing big of his generation. I don't know who's making that argument, but he is always looking to get others involved.
Lets it go from deep. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Calgary trails by 8. On its way from Young for 2. Holowatch grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And that's in there!
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Defended by Bryant. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 10. And here is Wallace. Takes the 3. Doesn't get that one. Now, here is Young. Came in a string. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oh, the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Defended by Bryant. Love outside. Young outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good! Lays it right in there.
With the silky smooth touch, Love is so good near the rim.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Outside, Bryant. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Cleveland.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. Trent setting the peg for Wallace. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Puts up the 3. 3. Good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
What a response. Hitting a 3 of their own.
Putting it right on the money. Love has impressive court awareness, and I'm speaking from experience.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now we have a moment to go courtside.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job, whoever is hot, getting them the ball, and then just making the right.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome to a very interesting matchup we have at the center spot tonight, Tim.
Yeah, the battle of the bigs will loom large in this one. Let's keep an eye on points in the paint. That could be a key indicator of who's winning that matchup.
Always fun to watch a good big man matchup, even with the guys who can shoot these days.
No doubt about it. Versatility at that spot is key.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Williams, and it's Pierce in at the 2 spot. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Edey. Pass to Kolek. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Whitehead. Here's Pierce from the arc. Here's Yao. And he converts the layup.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Pierce to the left wing. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
It's tipped. Edey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep 3-point range. And it's New York with a rebound. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Now, this team swept them in the season series, but that was before they somehow stepped up and flipped that trend in the playoffs.
Connects from downtown.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And again, New York with the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Launches it from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Warriors, number 1.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Pass to Pierce. Back to Williams. Here's Whitehead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams with the screen.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
And the Warriors miss again. Here's Kolek, and there's a pick. Back to Walker. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Kolek. Puts up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Curry, he's checked in for New York. And the Warriors making a change here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Edey with a steal. Curry goes in, and Curry throws it down.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
He buries it from 3. He's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's New York now. They're on a 16-6 run. The three. And again, New York with the triple.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Here's Pierce. Still no points. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And again, New York with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Kolek. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Warriors trail by 13. Here's Pierce. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Here's Kolek. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. 15 points in the game.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Takes a three. And again, New York with the triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
There's a screen. Outside Curry. It could go. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's New York going into the break up 12. They're getting... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got DeAnthony Melton. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. Back to Toppin. Pass to Pierce. Fires for three. And it's New York with a rebound. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And checking out the rookie leaders in steals over the last month. New York making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Whitehead, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 12. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back to you.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, appreciate the report. And he buries his first look.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Swift can't get it to go.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Kolek. No points so far. And it's off from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Swift, the pass to Vassell. Here's Kolek. Now Ware, covered by Jordan. And here's Vassell from the arc. New York, again, can't hit. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Whitehead. To the left side wing. Stolen by Vassell. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Curry. And there's the screen. Lets the three fly. Counted from distance. Curry's got 10 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the Warriors making a change here. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Herter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 21 points in the game.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
14 feet away, and Beauchamp pulls it down.
Yeah, players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Vassell outside. Back to Maxey. Goes up on the wing. Yao with a rebound.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Toppin, a screen on Vassell. To the wing, right side. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
Woo! This guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
They set a pick for three. Ooh, it's stolen away. And the Warriors pushing it up now.
2 minutes remaining.
Right side Herter.
2 minutes.
There's the triple. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Edey's checked in for New York. Kolek comes in for Maxey. Here's Pierce. Kept alive. Yao. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Pierce. Still without a bucket. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Hey, yo, right here. Yo, watch it. Hey, yo, right here.
It's Walker on the wing. Three-pointer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead, up one. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Just wait till the next break.
And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far.
You look at this.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Warriors leading. We've got Devin Vassell, Jarris Walker out there with Edey, and it's Kolek in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
From deep. It's rebounded by Pierce.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Over to the wing, takes the three, drains the triple. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Kolek. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Basket's good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And New York has possession. But here's Vassell from the arc. Williams grabs the board. Here's Pierce. No points so far. Knocks down the triple. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Squads had loved to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. In the third spot, the Knicks.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The three is up. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
4-3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
New York trails by 8. Here's Walker. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Pierce. No made baskets yet. And the Warriors with another 3.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. To the right side. Lets it go. Money from the wing. 27 points for him. The Warriors lead by 9. Here's Pierce. Williams, a screen on Vassell. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. The 3 hits the trifecta. Vassell's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The response. Devin Vassell saying, I can hit a 3 too.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Checked in for Vassell. And Golden State also making a switch. Melton, he's checked in for Whitehead. Here's Pierce. Walker covering. Let's go with a 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Melton outside. Releases. And got it! Another basket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Kolek. Yet to see a basket. Edey with a screen on Williams. Pass to Edey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Warriors lead by 6. And here's Melton. This one for three. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Kolek. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Melton up top. He's covered by Curry. Knocks down the long J.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
Checked in for New York. Beauchamp comes in for Walker. Jordan's checked in for the Warriors. Toppin comes in for Williams. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Pass to Beauchamp. New York working the ball around now. Now here's Ware. Covered by Jordan. Here's Kolek. No points yet. Three-pointer, no good. .43 seconds left in the third. Here's Pierce. Here's Jordan. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on it.
New York again can't hit. The Warriors' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Out left to the wing. Here's Pierce. Sinks it from distance. And the Warriors lead by 12. And so it's the Golden State Warriors now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Obi Toppin, and it's Yao in at the 5, down low. The Warriors lead by 12. Down low. Ware brings a double. Yao, good.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Outside Walker. Pass to Beauchamp. Ware the screen. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Vassell. Toppin outside. Here's Odom. Here's Whitehead. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Nice shot by Walker.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Melton outside. Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by Vassell. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Here's Yao. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. For three, Maxey. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. The Warriors lead by 16. Here's Odom. Pass to Toppin. Here's Yao. Ware covers. The fadeaway. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Well, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Kolek out to the right wing. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 35.
He was red hot from the three in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
And another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
New York trails by 18. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant, but of course Giannis dropping.
Oh, connects again!
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for third most 60-point games in league history. Oh, got that one up quick.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
The Warriors lead by 15. Here's Whitehead. Three-pointer. That one is off. Outside Curry. Cash from downtown.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.